I've seen a lot, I've lived through much. And if you only knew how many times I've regretted being too open, too trusting, too foolishly honest, saying things I should have kept silent about. People today run around with their mouths wide open like suitcases, spilling everything everywhere, whether asked or not. They think that by revealing every detail about themselves, they become closer, more authentic. But no, they only become more vulnerable. Let me tell you something right now, something you may have never heard from any psychologist. In life, there are certain things you must never, under any circumstances, tell anyone, not even those you love. I know how that sounds, you'll say, but what about trust, family, honesty, openness? I'll tell you this, trust is good, but wisdom is better. You see, when you're young, it feels like honesty is the highest virtue. But once you've lived at least half a lifetime, you begin to understand. Some things lose their power the moment you speak them aloud, like a seed dug up too early, never given the chance to grow. We Jews are taught from childhood, what's in your heart doesn't always need to be on your tongue, because your tongue is the key, and your heart is the safe. Not everyone deserves access. If you only knew how much trouble comes not from enemies, but from one's own words. Someone shares their dream and suddenly, everything goes sideways. They talk about their plans, and it's as if someone up above says, "Oh really? Well then here's a test." Sounds superstitious. Maybe. But I'm telling you this as someone who has lived in different countries, lost businesses, saved friends, survived betrayal and love. This isn't mysticism, it's a law of life. Silence isn't weakness, it's armor. As the elders used to say, better to stay silent 100 times and remain free, than to speak once and spend 10 years cleaning up the mess. Know what's most ironic? Those who speak less appear mysterious, earn respect, and are listened to. Meanwhile, those who constantly talk end up losing not just their voice, but trust. I've seen it in my own mistakes, and in others, rich, intelligent, successful people. Many lost everything, not because they were foolish, not because of enemies, but because they revealed what should have stayed hidden. All right, if you're still here, it means you truly want to hear these 7 secrets, so I'll share them. But remember, knowledge is power, but misplaced knowledge is a time bomb. Don't go throwing around what you're about to learn. 1. Keep your plans silent until they're realized. Don't tell anyone, no one, what you intend to do, not even your closest ones. Plans are like seeds, dig them up too soon, and they won't grow. The energy of an idea leaks out with every word. Want to start a business? Change your life. Move cities? Do it in silence. Let your results be your voice. 2. Never disclose your income. This is private. Never tell anyone how much you earn. People say, but I'm not bragging. I say it doesn't matter. Someone will envy you. Someone else will start using you, even people close to you. How much you make is yours alone. Want to help others? Help quietly, but don't expose your pockets to the world. It's dangerous, especially in hard times. 3. Family struggles. Keep them within the family. Arguments, disagreements, tense moments. These happen in every close relationship, but sharing them with outsiders gives strangers the right to judge your bond. You might reconcile tomorrow, but the impression left behind lingers. If it's tough, seek professional help, not advice from friends. 4. Don't announce your achievements too early. You started working out, quit a bad habit, writing a book, great, but the sooner you talk about it, the faster your brain gets a false reward from praise. Real results still ahead. Work in silence. Let the world know when it's ready. 5. Keep your dreams secret. Dreams are fragile, share them. And instead of support, you'll hear doubt. But what about the kids? The money, reality? These questions aren't malicious, but they cast shadows. Dreams grow in the light of confidence, in quiet and solitude. 6. Your past isn't for everyone. Not everyone can understand what you've been through. Not everyone knows how to honor someone else's pain. Share your story only when it helps someone, or yourself. Everything else, leave it in memory, not on display. 7. Don't broadcast the good you've done. Help others, but don't expect gratitude. Good deeds lose their power when used as leverage. Say, I did this, and it's no longer kindness, it becomes a transaction. True goodness leaves no trace. It doesn't demand recognition. Never remind anyone, by word or look, that you helped. Do it because you want to, not for thanks. Mention it, and if you get resentment instead, you'll end up feeling guilty. That's it, 7 simple secrets. But if you truly understand them, your life will change, not overnight, not in a day, but gradually. You'll start valuing yourself, your energy, your ideas, your soul. And that right there is the path to real freedom. Well, you made it to the end. That means it wasn't just curiosity. Something inside resonated. Understand this. These secrets aren't about paranoia, secrecy, or fear. They're about value, about recognizing that your life, your feelings, your dreams aren't a clearance sale. They're a jewelry store. Not everyone should walk in, and certainly not touch with dirty hands. Silence isn't isolation. It's protection. It's strength. It's maturity. Wise people have always been few in words. Eastern monks, Sufis, hermits. They're silent not because they don't know, but because they know too much. A person who has tasted the power of silence doesn't throw words around carelessly. So am I saying trust no one? No. Trust, but selectively. Speak, but not about everything. Open up, but only to those who know how to protect. Life is like a garden. You can't let everyone in. Some will come and water the flowers. Others will trample everything with muddy boots. Not out of malice, just ignorance. They simply weren't taught how to cherish what's not theirs. When you stay silent, inner strength builds. You start noticing more, feeling deeper, acting with precision. You become an observer, not just a participant, and the observer is always wiser. Now look at yourself. How many times have you opened up, then regretted it? Shared your plans, only to see them fall apart. Expected support, only to meet indifference. It's not because the world is cruel. It's because you gave too much to the wrong people at the wrong time. It's like handing your house keys to someone who doesn't even know where to leave their shoes, then wondering why the furniture's broken and the fridge is empty. So what now? Here's my advice. Listen carefully. Don't rush to speak. Learn the power of pause. Sometimes silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. Keep a personal journal. Write down your thoughts, plans, emotions. Not all of them need to leave your mind. Let paper and you be the witnesses. Learn to truly hear others. When you stop talking nonstop, you start listening, and in listening lies wisdom. Protect your energy. Words aren't just sound, they're power you give away. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Subscribe if this resonates with you. And remember, the most important things in life happen in silence. A seed sprouts underground. The sun rises without noise. Wisdom doesn't arrive with shouting. It comes in quiet illumination. So don't rush to make noise. Become stronger, deeper, quieter, and everything meant to unfold will. Thank you for staying until the end. If this meant something to you, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Which of these secrets spoke to you the most? In the next video, we'll dive into an even deeper topic. Take care of yourself and learn to stay silent wisely.